greatest city in the world, the city that never ever sleeps, live from Madison Square Garden. I just went outside and picked up my friend, who just happened to be wandering the streets. Exactly. Yo, grab that one. Perfect. Well, it's Dave Malillo. I'm going to grab you a new mic because I'm not really talking into that one, right? But Dave Malillo, Nocturnal May, has been wandering the streets of New York City, and we're stoked to have him on. It's twitter.com/IamNocturnalMay. Twitter.com site. And the last time you were on, you gave yourself a different name, so we're going to deep black, so we're going to get... Yeah, so we're going to get into all that. Let me grab you a new mic and then we'll ball with that. Sound good? Ball. Here we go in the greatest city in the world, the city that never ever sleeps. Someone just found my beer stash. His name is Dave Malillo. He's from the band Nocturnal May, and twitter.com says I am Nocturnal May. Here he is. What's up, man?
Not much, man. I can't believe that I just found like your 40 ounces of freedom right underneath your desk right here in a paper bag. At least you're socially conscious, like you know.
I mean, yeah. I'm in a studio here, Madison Square Garden, brown bagging it. You know, just you know.
No, keeping it real. That's some Florida boy style.
Yeah.
But no, man. Thank you for having me on. I just made the trek from New Jersey. I actually drove up for the past 18 hours. I've been in a car. Driving from Orlando up here to New Jersey, so that was fun.
Right, dude.
Reawoken a lot of
Solo
memories.
trip, or did you have someone with you?
Solo, completely just
right.
me. What was it? Elliot Stabler and Olivia Benson from Special Victims Unit.
Oh, there you go.
We were just solving crimes up and down I-95. It was pretty fucking great.
Such fun.
I know.
Now, you're based out of Florida, then, obviously, right?
Yeah. I am based out of Florida, but with Nocturnal Me, I kind of liken the band to Megatron. You remember, or like the Power Rangers? They were all separate pieces.
Right, and then they came together. The Power Rangers came together.
Yeah, Thundercats. That kind of thing, and then everyone comes together and does their thing. So, yeah, I'm from Florida. Our bassist Tank is from New Orleans, Louisiana. Mikey, Rochester, and Jeff Zum is in Buffalo, New York. So that's kind of like spread across the board. We're actually going to be heading to Buffalo to do the album, though.
And then Dave Malillo used to be in this great band called Cute Is What We Aim For. that was back in the day. He's fist pumping right now. And he probably wishes he was still part of that. Yeah, right. No, but Nocturnal Meat, you had come on a couple months ago, probably like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a different sound, but it's a lot of things have been going well for Nocturnal Meat lately. And just kind of describe like how to come about, because we're also doing solo stuff as well.
Yes.
I mean, you're always constantly making music. Talk about just what you've been up to.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. With the Nocturnal Me thing, the reason why it kind of came to the forefront again is because Apparition Records approached us, I'd say about 6 to 8 months ago, and they were very interested in working with the band. We really hadn't had an opportunity to work with a company that we wanted to, and they just, they seem to fit what we think. We've always been about doing it ourselves, putting in the work, and, you know, where we think it should be put. And they were on the same page as us, and that's why this has kind of developed the way that it has. And Nocturnal Me is going... I thought we kind of lost that stigma with the, you know, the Voldemort. I can't say Voldemort, but, you know, like the past band, like the ex-girlfriend. I feel like that stigma is kind of worn off a little bit. I know it'll always be there, but why I'm really excited to record this EP and release it is because I feel like people are looking at us just as a band now.
Right.
Not
completely. I'm just
more,
being an asshole.
No, I know.
I did the same thing with Craig Owens. I was like, so Chiodos, how'd that go for you?
No, I get what you do in your assholiness. You bring up like a really good point and like a really good, you know, stigma that's followed us around. I feel like even just with time passing, like that layer of time, everything in the music business changing, I feel like this is more apt for success for us, like right now, this era, this time period. So I'm really stoked about it, man.
And you've been getting a positive reaction. Just speaking with Dave Malillo from Nocturnal Me. Now you have some. Am I saying your last name right? By the way,
Malillo. You know, you plowed through it hard enough that I wouldn't even realize it. Because some people do that too, Mr. Malillo, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's me. You got like the first two syllables. No, Malillo. It's not too tough.
Right.
Little Apple.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, it does.
Is that really your last name then?
Little Apple. Yeah. Yeah, so.
It's cute. It's real cute.
So.
Sweet life you have. That pickup line. To get girls.
Fuck you, man.
Speaking of girls, we have to bring up something in a little bit regarding a website. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Nocturnal Me, now you have some songs available now that have been out on iTunes.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got the press release was kind of like you signed with the record label, but What happened with that?
Okay,
What's going on with that? All I know is it's definitely a positive thing. So these things are going in the right direction.
Yeah, and like I was talking, Apparition Records is a small label based out of Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston sucks.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know who's winning right now, by the way?
Yeah, it sounds like just won.
They did?
They just won by 2 points.
See, I'm not on that train because my surrogate home is Orlando, so I'm rooting hard for the Magic. But they lost last night as well.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Okay,
that kind of blacked out. I got really drunk. I went to the Yankee game yesterday. Yeah. Fuck my life. God.
At least it wasn't the Met game.
Yeah, fuck. Mets have lost 10 out of the past 11.
Woo!
Ballin'!
Yeah.
Stun 'em up! So, I like that Ric Flair wrestling thing. Woo!
When he smacked people across the chest, he just
yeah.
Woo!
Damon Lillard's in studio right now.
Chest slapping.
Literally slapping Shea going,
I hated my mom for at least 6 months because she told me that shit was fake when I was 7 years old. I wouldn't speak to her, wouldn't eat any of her food. I was so bummed out. Shawn Michaels was my Jesus.
Yeah, the Heartbreak Kid, ballin'.
Yeah,
I was Bret the Hitman Hart fan, but yeah, dude. Yeah.
British Bulldog was around.
Yeah, British Bulldog, ballin'. Shouldn't the Anvil Neidhart, all
we get on here and we talk about Hacksaw Jim Dugan and
hell yeah.
Crazy shit like that.
I follow him on Twitter.
You do?
Hacksaw Jim Dugan. It's Hacksaw J. Duggan.
See, I saw his headshot. He has like an American flag.
Yeah, of course. And the 2x4 and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. He signed it for me. Thanks Hacksaw.
Right.
If you're listening, Dave can do it. You can follow me for all your.
And I am Nocturnal Mate. There you go.
Yeah, that too. I am Nocturnal Mate. Getting back to that.
Yeah, back to the topic at hand.
Oh my God. So, Apparition Records, awesome label based out of Boston, Massachusetts. They are on the same exact mission as we are. They have something to prove, and we do as well. Again, like just the association with the former, past bands, and just the climate of the music industry right now. There's opportunity there. It's just no one's seizing it. Everyone's very much into just going for the status quo, going for what they know is gonna work. And I'm not saying that we're gonna do anything crazy. Like, no one took acid and we're gonna write a whole record about peyote and the meaning of life. But I do feel like we're going to put a different spin on pop music and really try to think about the composition as a whole. I've always been about that. Obviously, I believe my lyrics are important. I believe the melody is important, the bass line, everything. But it's about how it all comes together, how it's produced, and how it speaks to the world. Everything's about timing right now, and I just feel like we've had so much experience now. I've worked with different types of genres, different types of artists, and I feel like I'm a little bit more in tune than I was last year. Or I could be completely fucking wrong.
Right.
But either way, we're gonna go hard.
You're gonna go for it.
Exactly. That's like
it's either gonna ball or it's gonna be a disaster.
But either way,
I think it'll be good, just based on what you've had in the past. I think the band's definitely devoted, and that things are coming around pretty well for you guys.
The difference, man, down to the very core of it, the difference is the musicians in our band. I can't stress how much Michael Laspinara and Tank, John Giovanni, they bring to the band in the rhythm section. It makes it a completely different sound. It brings a different type of legitimacy to it. I always, everyone asks, how does the new record sound? I'm like, I don't know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers backing Justin Bieber, something like that. Does that sound cool?
You had to bring up Bieber in this, didn't you?
I did. Well, I'm just saying the most relevant, the most relevant dude in the world right now.
It's kind of like it's got to have a pop side to it, but it's experimental pop rock then, or
I wouldn't say it's even experimental. It's just with real musicians play it. Think about getting the best studio musicians. I guess it's more back to what Michael Jackson did. I'm not saying in any ways are like Michael Jackson, but now you can program a lot of stuff. A lot of the musicianship gets lost in Kesha songs and stuff like that. It's just not there. I know that a lot of people still crave that though. They want to hear a real drummer, have some chops. They want to hear a real singer do his thing. They want to hear a real bass player, guitarist. That's what we're going to bring to these, to these pop songs that we've already kind of crafted in our heads.
So. Speaking here with Nocturnal Me, so what lies ahead? What is do you have songs done right now? Are you going to be recording them, or what's the deal? How can we give you money? How can people go to iTunes relatively soon? Are you coming out with the release in the next 6 months or something? What's up?
I got you. There are 2 EPs out already. One is self-titled, the other one's called 2. They're both on iTunes, and we'd always appreciate if you guys go get that. But what's going on is on Monday, actually, I'm going up to Buffalo, going to begin tracking, and that's going to be done at the end of the month, a little bit into May, and we have a release on Apparition Records scheduled for June, July. So it's gonna turn around, and I'm all about that. I feel like right now it's about giving people content. This is what we can do. Creating hype about albums and making people wait and stuff doesn't work anymore. They're not that patient. So I'm all about capturing the moment and giving something that people can listen to this summer.
Right.
So,
Cool, man. And now, would you be doing tour dates on it? I know that you had been playing from here and there, but I know you've been focusing so much on writing and just getting this shit together.
Yeah.
That you haven't been doing as many tour dates. But
it's no secret that my mentality is making awesome songs and the rest will fall into place. I would definitely love to tour, man. I love touring. I've done it so much that unless it's the right opportunity, and I'm super stoked about it, I don't want to take my attention away from developing my craft as a songwriter, as a producer, and all that, because I feel like at the end of the day, that's really what's going to get me to where I want to be. You know what I mean? Kind of a revelation I've realized lately. But there's always shows. I'm playing shows all the time. The band will get together and play shows. And if this goes the way that I hope it will, we'll be touring everywhere.
Are you still doing your alter ego, D Black?
D-Black,
Last time you were on. And then there were like these fucking kids going, wait, is he serious? Did he really switch his name to D Black? Like all this. It was like, I didn't know because it was the first time I had really met you, and I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. We went to the bar beforehand, and then
I could have been whoever I wanted, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have done one. And you do D Black out of everybody. Like what?
Okay, honestly, I've just been into so many different things. I started off, like, you have to remember where I started off as a musician and everything. D Black was just kind of like a name that I gave to myself, because sometimes I can't write the music I want to write as Dave Malillo. Like, sometimes I got to get a little bit cooler. And I don't think that D Black is that much cooler at all.
No, not at all.
But it makes me feel better about the whole thing.
Right,
At least I have a smile on my face. I'm sorry that you had to meet me that way.
Yeah.
It's so terrible.
I was like, what's up, Dave? You're like, no, it's D Black. I'm like, oh, okay, this would be great.
I don't think it happened like that. I don't think it happened like that, but if you want to give him the story, yeah, I slapped him up and like, yo, D Black. Next time you say it wrong,
Now, speaking of stories, so we're gonna have this guy Hunter on from isanyoneup.com.
Yo, okay, I think Hunter...
I did not know that you were on this site.
Dude, I've never...
I literally just asked you as we were walking in. I was like, yo, I got Craig Owens on, my Arcadia on, both great bands, and then fucking isanyoneup.com, the founder Hunter. I was like, are you familiar? And you're like, oh, Christ.
Yo, I'll speak. I'd like to... This is great. I get like 2 seconds. I get 2 seconds to say whatever I want, but it's not going to be bad, because I feel like this dude is doing a service to the world a little bit, and I'm sorry if for everyone who like hates me, but he is, because the people who do it and are just stupid for putting it out there. You know, if you don't want yourself out there, don't do it. Obviously, perpetuating it is kind of shitty, but I mean,
yeah. What's funny is the person that probably sent those pictures in from you is probably listening right now, because she probably stalks you. No comment. But so the public service announcement is, don't do that to yourself, and then you will not be in a position like that.
Exactly. I gotta learn your lessons sometimes, and so he's just an equalizer. Don't hate.
There you go. Back to Nocturnal, mate.
Yeah.
Will you be doing? Are you gonna be visiting Bamboozle at all next weekend?
Yeah. I'm trying to get to it. I mean, I like Bamboozle. I'm a little bit of a miser about it because I went to it when it was Skate Fest. I always talk about
Surf and Skate Fest.
I know.
All those years. Yeah.
I know. I always talk about this, and I sound like a son of a bitch. But I don't. Yeah. If so, yeah. But I know, like.
If you happen to come through and pass out on the front lawn, if you see somebody that looks like Dave Malillo who's passed out on the grass, that might be you.
I'm really thinking about going there with my friends at Noise Apparel. They're coming in. I'm scheduled to be at their tent, playing some songs, doing some cool shit. So if I'm there, that's where it will be.
Right. And now, for those that might think they know what you look like, you kind of look different now. You kind of look like half. I don't know how to really describe it. He's got half blonde hair. Pretty much half your hair from the right to the left is blonde, and the other side is black.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Harvey Dent.
Harvey.
Yeah,
there you go, Two-Face. Two-Face is fucking Batman.
I had so many, because I had to give the artist references, the hair artist. Rogue from X-Men, Harvey Dent, Cruella DeVille, all the above kind of fit. And again, I just...
Dan Malillo.
Yeah, Dan Malillo.
Yeah, right up there. Cruella DeVille from 101 Dalmatians, and then Dan Malillo.
The vegetarian who skins Dalmatians for code.
Oh, God.
What up, man? That's the message I'm sending. I do have a appointment to diet back like in 2 days, so thanks.
It's cool. Yeah, in 2 days, that's giving you a long shot, dude.
Yeah, man. I just, again, I have the attention span of like a cockroach, so I gotta keep changing, especially with myself, man. That's fresh.
Right, there you go. Listen, Nocturnal Me. It's Twire.com says, I am Nocturnal Me. I know that you brought your guitar. You want to play a song or two?
Yeah, man. You want to give me a little bit?
Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. But real quick to wrap it up, it's follow you on Twitter. Now, is there a website? Also, do you have a Facebook that you want people to do?
IamNocturnalMe.com is our website. It's going to be very active. we're like rehauling everything. The re is kind of stressed in there.
Rehashing,
reforming, however you want to say it. But yeah, IamNocturnalMe.com, Twitter.com/IamNocturnalMe. You can find us on Facebook. We have a group. We have a page. Like it, and we'll give you a reason to like it in about 2 months.
Cool. Awesome. Damon Lillo, you're a great Italian-American. Little apple, full on, appreciate it. We'll play a song from Nocturnal Me.
Okay.
And then we'll go on, and then you can play something live. Sound good?
You got it, brother.
There it is, Damon Lillo live in the Gunz Show studios. That's how we do. We got Craig Owens of Drugs coming up in a little bit. We got Hunter from isanyoneup.com calling in relatively soon, and also the band My Arcadia. They'll be on. But right now, this is the Ready Says New song. It's called Young Forever.